My grandparents who drove 2 hours to watch me in a school musical. Me. Tree number 2. When you forget your home address so you say something offensive on Twitter and someone puts it in the comments. Thank you, random citizen. Only the good die young. Queen Elizabeth II. I'm vegetarian because I'm medically allergic to meat. I'm vegetarian so that other people can have more meat. I'm vegetarian because I hate plants. Putin. Ukraine was part of Russia, we're just taking it back. Other countries that had empires not knowing they could just take the countries back. We invade Ukraine. Head straight to Kiev. They steal our tanks. They steal our tanks. Women get to smell like real things, vanilla lavender, but men have to smell like concepts. What the F is cool sport rush? Hard to swallow pills. Believing in God does not automatically make you a good person. Switzerland breaks neutrality. Urge Russia and Ukraine to solve this conflict peacefully. Germany gets praise for involving itself in a European war. These are confusing times. Sniper during World War II. Sniper during World War III. Putin. Ukraine was part of Russia. Norway. Russian soldiers. Ukrainian civilians. Ukraine once was part of Russia. We are simply taking it back. Alaska. Ukraine once was part of Russia. We are simply taking it back. This cat is about to say something in Italian. Russia. Surrender. Ukraine. Best I can do is F you. When you rip a 12-second fart that went through 4 octaves and even the dog needs to leave the room. Ukrainian farmers upgrading their tractors. Ukraine. The world. Gamers. Elden Ring. Russia. We are taking over Ukraine. I don't know why they called Courage the Cowardly Dog, like he was literally out there fighting for his life every day. OMG, the Ukrainians are just like the Avengers. No, some of them are not. Putin is resisting Western imperialism. Ukraine. Why are we doing this? Russia. I don't know. China calls Russia to negotiate with Ukraine. Germany rearms itself. Taliban urges Russia and Ukraine to solve conflict peacefully. Switzerland breaks neutrality. Russian athletes, movie lovers and professional gamers when the world bans them from everything because of their she leader. Guess I'll just go F myself. Get ready, assassin. We have a job to do. $1 million bounty on Putin offered by Russian businessman. 2021 was the worst year ever. 2022. I can't believe I risked my life getting snuggled into the USA so my kids could become doctors and lawyers, and ended up with this MF disappointment. Russian generals that have to tell Putin a Ukrainian farmer stole their tank with a tractor. Germany. Western world bullying Germany for not doing enough about Russia. That's it. No more Russian fuel, 100% renewable energy by 2035. Welcome to college, where everyone is smarter than you except the 3 people in your group project, me. Requesting peace between Russia and Ukraine. Everyone. He's out of line but he's right. When you go to jail for tax evasion but then you realize you're now living off of other people's taxes for not paying taxes. Everywhere I go, new update completely destroyed this game. I see his face. Why can't I find a guy like this? Ugh. Hey, no, I'm literally the guy in the pic. Russians aren't even bad, Putin is. Change my mind. Me and my brothers after our parents calls us downstairs using our full names. Right boys, just remember they are effing insane. Putin introduces a new golden ruble, actual ruble. What brought you to Florida? I went to Kennedy Space Center to become an astronaut but the scientists were not very supportive. They just said things like you're not qualified and why are you not? And I can't catch him, he's covered in baby oil. Russian military convoy north of Kiev stretches for 40 miles. A-10 Warthog pilots. Heavy briefing. Russia troops deserting. Ukrainian wheat farmers getting free tanks. Watch closely as grandpa topples an empire by changing a 1 to a 0. I hate when boys use these lies. I only look at you. I don't talk to other girls. I will not invade Ukraine. Russia not encrypting radio signals during invasion. CSGO players who can translate their intel while drinking Mountain Dew in their basement. Help, I accidentally joined the Italian mafia. Help, I accidentally built a jeep. Help, I accidentally summoned a lemon. Oh god, I have done it again. The speed of light. R34 artists going somewhere. Sometimes young boys on Facebook send me threats. Those young boys. Sometimes young boys on Facebook send me threats, so I have started telling their mothers. We shouldn't hate Russian people. They don't want this either. As a Ukrainian, I have friends and family there. Normal people understand that this sucks. $1 million bounty on Putin offered by Russian businessman. Russian assassins knowing they'll finally be able to afford a bag of chips by Putin. We invade Ukraine. Bring lots of tanks. Farmers steal our tanks. Farmers steal our tanks. USA, Russia, being superpowers of the world yet being trashed in wars by farmers. Ukraine once was part of Russia, we are simply taking it back. The British realizing they can use this logic. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I was just asking myself what I should do with my night liquor. Russian media currently, the rest of the world. Nice argument, Senator, but what's your source? Russia. My source is that I made it the F up. Cop, do you know why I pulled you over? Me, look, if you forgot I'm not reminding you, dude. Me, get bullied. Mom, we should call the school. Dad, you must learn to fight back. Grandma. Just Ukrainian selling Russian tanks on eBay. Used Russian T-70 to tank fully functional. Western experts baffled by Russian Air Force's low profile in Ukraine. No air superiority. Racism against whites is less evil than racism against blacks. That's another way of saying that whites are less valuable than blacks. Americans claiming that Russia can't invade them because they are too far. Alaskans. Russia has tanks. Ukraine farmers is for me. When you order same day delivery at 11:59 p.m. Bro, we really scared of a country with currency worth less than a Clash Royale gem. Fistful of gems. 89 pence. 80 Russian ruble in pounds. 0.60 pounds sterling. Russia with the second best military. Really angry Ukrainians. I'm a rat. Rat effer is typing. Ukraine once was part of Russia. We are simply taking it back. A third of the world. Ukrainian farmer showing of the Russian tanks he already collected to his buddy. 2022 colorized. X. Hi. I have an exam tomorrow. So, any cheating tips? The tag of my shirt is touching my neck, my brain. Working out makes you fat phobic. Being fat makes you fit phobic. Me scrolling at memes for one last time before I go to federal prison for the next 2.5 years. Ukraine once was part of Russia. We are simply taking it back. Zelensky when he realizes that Moscow was once under Kiev's control. Another actress ruined by alcohol. Me when I find out I'm Gen Z and not a millennial because I was born after 2000. Confused screaming. Germans when they realize that they get to march through Poland and fight the Russian, but this time they're the good guys. My dog when I call him a stupid little piece of shit and but in a nice voice. Ukraine. Everyone is making Molotov. Also, government is releasing prisoners to fight convicted arsonists. It's showtime. Come on, save the world, like in the movies. No one. History Channel at 3 a.m. Like zoink Scoob, this doesn't feel like military exercise. Threat of nuclear war, millennials, Gen Z, baby boomers, first time. The girl with the big me standing behind her on the staircase. I'm now under your control. Ukraine once was part of Russia. We are simply taking it back. Mongolians right now. You're allowed to invade a country if it used to be yours. It's time. Looking at Ukraine every morning be like, seeing you alive brings warm feelings to my heart. Alan Turing cracks Enigma code and saves millions of lives. UK government, whatever dude, you kissed a guy. Ukrainian wheat farmers, Vietnamese rice farmers, world superpowers. When you finally take an early morning shower and hear the alarm going off in the bedroom. 2 hours of video games, parents, 8 hours of unproductive online class. GF too busy coming to eat the Krushark I made her. Ukraine says its pilots are in Poland picking up donated MiG-29 fighter jets. Poland isn't commenting. Poland watching Ukrainian pilots taking their jets. History repeats itself. In World War II, Finland constantly captures massive amounts of Russian equipment. Now Ukraine constantly captures massive amounts of Russian equipment. Unhated video game developers annual meeting. Mojang, TT Games. Ukrainian farmers when they see an abandoned tank. Ukrainians finding abandoned Russian military vehicles. It's free real estate. A poor Ukrainian farmer who can't afford the parts to fix his plow but found yet another abandoned Russian tank too far from his house. Don't mind if I do. I'm as happy as a clam. The clam, happy as a clam. This clam actually has clinical depression. Cartels secretly making the Netflix documentary. Ukraine once was part of Russia. We are simply taking it back. Mongolia Empire, Ottoman Empire, Great Britain, Spain, Portugal. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Russia uses hard force to go against the global order using a text. Global order abandon and isolates Russia to its own means. Russians invade Ukraine for some reason, make minor advancements into the country, completely wreck the Russian economy and make the ruble essentially worthless. When Putin eventually realizes that annexing Ukraine will give him 3 new NATO neighbors, well FIFA, Russia will not be allowed to play World Cup. Putin with 6k nuclear heads, who said there's going to be a world. Putin when he realizes that he won't win this war, oh look a button. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. What if Bob Ross was a serial and his paintings are of locations where he hid bodies? US education system be like, take a debt. Ukraine was a part of Russia. Fallout players hearing the news that Russia might start a nuclear war. My time has come.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.